right, welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot YouTube. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So if you are new here, definitely make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss a thing, and definitely like this video. And best friend, while you're at it, make sure you join us in VIP Patreon. That is where I drop my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants the psychic tea about. All right. That being said, let's get to your Thursday wake up call. All right. Immediately shuffling the deck, I see the Six of Wands and I see the Knight of Pentacles. So intuitively, I do feel that it's been a long time coming, all right? Or this recognition, these accolades, okay, is a long time coming, a long time overdue, all right? But you are finally in the winner's circle because you committed, all right? Even though it took you a long time, even though you took the road less traveled, it kind of reminds me of that inspirational quote going around that, it might take me longer than other people because I ain't sucking dick, hopping on this and that, spreading my legs, bending over the disc, okay, for everybody to get there, right? If any part of that sounds okay, resonates, all right, here, it's definitely your season, okay? You may even have people laugh at you like, girl, it ain't gonna never happen. Yeah, they disappointed. Somebody is mad disappointed. Why? Okay, because things are finally turning in your favor. The wheel is finally turning in your favor. All right, here after a long time, I see that Six of Wands again. uh, you're undeniable. Okay, your leadership abilities, your tenacity, your resilience, okay, is literally undeniable, and that's why the wheel is turning in your favor, to the disappointment of a lot of haters, to the disappointment of a lot of people that wrote you off, okay? But that's okay. I feel like there's this emperor energy, or you could be this emperor, past, present, or future, local, national, international, or globally, how this may resonate. All right, here. Um, there's this emperor energy. Yeah, man. The favor of God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, here. So for some of you, this is you being your own boss, or having your own company. For others of you, it was somebody watching you just toil away at something, just never giving up. All right. And because I keep seeing that Six of Wands, I just have a good attitude about yourself. You took your L's, all right. With that Five of Cups energy, you had a lot of people left, a lot of people fell off, a lot of people doubted. You stood alone, but you kept going, whether you didn't have, good day, bad day, win or lose, you kept going. And the whole time somebody was watching you. And now it seems like this person is just looking like, yeah, I feel like I want to bless you. Yeah. All right. Here. Man, your days of struggle are over. Somebody feels like you make struggle look good. You're finally getting justice. You're finally, okay, getting over that hill, getting over that mountain, getting over that thing, all right? That people said that, again, it was never going to happen. But look at you with this four, right, in peace, okay? I can't tell you that somebody's reign, somebody's rule, all right, is over. It could have been, this maybe a boss who was a tyrant. If you have problems at work, all right, here, and you had this kind of tyrannical boss, I see either the company going belly up, all right, with this death energy, or this person is getting fired. You very well may get promoted. as justice, okay, or if there's any type of dynamic with a lawsuit. Again, I see this person losing. I see a heavy payout. They lose the company. They have to pay you a lot of money, okay? A large settlement or something like that. Um, this just is coming to you point blank and period. All right. Here, somebody could have been using their ties to manipulate the system. That is over. That is done. Okay. Here, so you have a huge win coming to you. The wheels of justice, all right, are here on your behalf. For all those times where you could have let those L's break you, but you didn't. You held your head down, you shed a few tears. You kind of looked around like, damn, that person let me down. You too, Brute. Okay. And then you looked up. All right. You got on that Nine of Pentacles horse and you was like, listen, I don't care how long it take me. Okay. I'm going to get there. We going to get there. And while I'm on my way, I'm going to trust God to move on my behalf and to handle those things that are above my pay grade type beat. Okay. Is what this is giving. Listen, it says when we get in this store, don't touch nothing. Family and friends, okay? Here, you know how somebody tell you that, all right? Like, know how you act like you know how act like you know who raised you, all right? Don't be touching nothing because I ain't got no money to pay for nothing, all right? Here, now when we look at this scenario, you could have had people, whatever this situation, okay, is where people maybe expected you to take shortcuts or expected you to fold, okay, here. Some may have even tried to convince you, like, why don't you just let that thing go? Or, why don't you go ahead and just apologize, see if you can get your job back or drop the lawsuit or this and that. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody kept giving you, it could be family and friends that were painting the worst scenario, okay? This kind of shackling type of energy that would keep you complacent, keep you playing small, and keep you afraid of shaking up the table, pissing people off, so to speak, right? Like, don't touch nothing, don't do, that's kind of a real fearful energy. And a lot of times they say that one, because of a boss, this emperor, again, is kind of giving an overlord, okay? Somebody that was maybe had an abuse of power, was exercising some kind of control over you, and somebody was trying to convince you to play small, be meek, okay, here, and hopefully they won't beat you, or hopefully they won't, you know what I mean. And again, I don't see where you wilded out or did anything like that, but I do feel like that Knight of Pentacles, and that Six of Wands tells me that whatever this journey is, you did it with dignity. All right. You did it while maintaining your respect. Okay. Here, somebody might have tried to strip your dignity, but the way you carried yourself, okay, through this trial or through this challenge, in the face of this emperor who is getting stripped of their power, their business, etc. Okay, it is one for the history books. Okay, and yeah, I'm hearing you're gonna have your day in court, and you're gonna look so amazing while you're doing it too. Like Queen of Wands with this Justice card. People are going to be in awe because they're like, I can't believe you were going through all of that. When you tell the story about your losses and how much you lost out, people are going to be looking at you like, where? Okay. Where did you go? How? Okay. How are you still here? How are you still shining with the glory of God? But here you are. All right. Yeah, church. Yeah, you can do better than that. And I feel like it's the fact that there's an energy here of breaking status quo and kind of generational curses. Where a generational curse would kind of be, don't you upset Massa now. Okay. You stay real, okay? Because Massa said Massa. And you're just like, fuck mess. Okay. Like respectfully. Okay. Here, you've always wanted better for yourself. Maybe you've witnessed, over, your family history. You've seen other times where people kind of gave up their power to play nice, to placate. Okay. Here, because they feared, not having any money, with that Knight of Pentacles, doing without. They fear the repercussions of, pissing somebody off. And I feel like, you had several Five of Cups. You had like two Five of Cups. And I feel like you were willing to take those losses because it's like at the end of the day, with that Six of Wands and that Queen of Wands, I can look at myself in the mirror. All right. I might not have this, I might not have that, but I can look at myself in the mirror and say that I didn't fold, I didn't sell out. And that is something to be proud of. That is a generational curse that is broken. And when you finally get your justice, you'll see that it was all worth waiting for. All right. That is what I have for you. I'll see you on the next one, God willing. I know that's right. Okay. I know that's right. Mm.